Somehow I made it through like a virgin, touched for the very first time, like a virgin, when your heart beats next to mine.
Hello everyone, and thank you for checking out our very first video with a review of the Virgin Voyages Scarlet Lady, which departed on October 24th, 2021 out of Miami, Florida. I am Michael, and this is M&K Travel. This is only the 5th sailing of the Scarlet Lady in the United States. I highly recommend if you travel at least once or twice a year to invest in the free TSA program. It costs $85 for 5 years, and with this, you do not have to take off your belt or your shoes. You can leave your electronics in your bag. This will greatly speed up getting through security. Our voyage started on an early morning flight from Dallas to Miami. Virgin's future terminal is still under construction, so we entered through Terminal G. If you happen to arrive earlier than your embarkation time, they will direct you to a line to wait until it's the appropriate time. As you head towards the entrance, the first thing you'll come to is this giant Ahoy statue. Make sure to get your photos here. Once you're ready, turn to the right and head to the terminal entrance doors. There'll be a security scan just inside the door. After your security stop, you'll be directed to a numbered table to have your COVID test administered. Then down the hall to the waiting area, a crew member will validate your passport and travel documents. Depending on the time of your arrival, you'll wait 20 to 30 minutes for your test results to come in an email. Once the email arrives, show it to a team member who will direct you to the gangway to head on board. Keep in mind, you'll be leaving the terminal and re-entering another terminal, so you will go through a second security check to have your bag scanned. You're allowed to bring 2 bottles of wine or champagne with you in your carry-on for use in your room. Once you step over the threshold of the ship, there'll be crew there, welcoming you, dancing and celebrating. At this point, you're free to remove your masks and enjoy yourselves. These main elevators can be busy, so if your room is towards the back of the ship, make an immediate left and head towards the wake and turn to the right. If your room is towards the front of the ship, make an immediate right, head through the area titled SIP and turn to the left for a set of elevators. The first thing we did was go check out our room and drop off our carry-ons. You can see some of the luggage has been delivered outside the rooms of the people who boarded before us this morning. And here we are. We booked a sea terrace balcony room. You can see the room is ready for us upon our arrival. The bathroom is not huge, and the shower has a nice rainfall shower head. A quick peek out the balcony while we're still in port, you can see we have 2 chairs and Virgin's signature red hammock on the balcony. There is a small refrigerator in your room which is good to store your wine or your water or possibly some food for later this evening. Each room is equipped with a tablet that controls everything in the room, such as the TV, the lights, the curtains, as well as being able to order room service. You will then need to check out the safety video, which is super cool and more like a rock video than the boring safety videos of other ships.
Virgin Voyages. Now, I've got some important safety information that I must tell you. Hi, everybody. You better listen up and listen good. When you're on the sea, you gotta take it from me. You gotta know the safety rules. When you hear 7 sharp and 1 on glass when the ship's on, there's an emergency. Now let's just pretend there's been a real incident. Be along, keep
One of the first things you'll notice is the space between the wall and the bed is very tight. You can have the beds made into couches during the day if you choose to. It will make moving around the cabin a lot easier during the day. You're provided a cabinet that contains a safe for your valuables and some shelves for your clothes, as well as a rack to hang your clothes on. If you need more hangers, just ask your cabin steward. All the balconies have the signature red hammocks to sit in, but space on the balcony is very tight. Here's another shot of the shower, which is very small, and if you're taller than about 6'4", you may have some issues. We then went out to check out the ship. Our first stop was the welcoming DJ. We checked out the Virgin vinyl collection, and then headed over to the bar to get a drink. This is another one of the bars called Sip. They have some specialty drinks here, and it's a good place to sit and socialize. You can see they have a full bar to make you whatever you choose. As you explore the ship, very soon you'll hear an announcement very similar to this, which means to head to your muster station for the required safety briefing.
Ahoy, sailors! Our assembly stations are now open for check-in. At your leisure, please make your way to your assembly station, as shown on the back of your cabin door or in the Virgin Voyages app. Before you check in, press play on our Safety Rocks video, available on your in-cabin television or on the Virgin Voyages app.
The daily lineup can be seen in the app, as well as on electronic boards throughout the ship. This area is on Deck 7 near the entrance where you got on the ship. They will have different support crew here to assist you with application issues, shore excursions, and things like that. The Scarlet Lady's midship area is called the Roundabout. At the bottom of the stairs, you'll find the casino to the left, as well as the entrance to the Red Room. The world's very first tattoo parlor at sea called Squid Ink. There's a barber and shave shop, a beauty salon, the duty-free liquor store, as well as many other shopping opportunities. A few of the restaurants can also be found here on Deck 6. One of the first things I recommend to do while on board is just head down to Deck 5 and visit Sailor Services to book your shows. Dual Reality is the main show and it fills up very fast. Onto the Redemption Spa for a quick tour. This is the Thermal Spa. It costs $70 a day. It has heated marble lounging areas, as well as hot and cold plunge pools. This area of the spa contains a mud room, a traditional sauna, a steam room, a mineral salt room, and plenty of showers throughout the spa. There are 26 therapists on board, as well as an acupuncturist and a facialist. They offer many different types of massages and massage rooms, including couples massage. We were told these sell out fast, so book early if this is something you'd like to do while on board. A quick walk to the back of the ship on deck 7. Here we passed the red carpet on the left where we entered the ship. You can see along the way, there are lots of little places to sit and relax and enjoy the ocean air and sunshine on the way to our destination. The back of the ship is called the dock. It's a great area to sit outside and relax while listening to music and having a bite or two. And of course, there's a bar here as well. The grilled shrimp back here was one of my favorite things on the ship. From here, you can look all the way up to the soon-to-be famous cargo net on deck 15. Just inside the doors of the dock is the juice bar. It's kind of hidden away, so it's easy to miss if you don't know it's there. Now it's up to deck 15 to check out the ship's food hall called the galley. This first station is called Hot Press, and as the name implies, it serves hot pressed sandwiches. Also, be sure to check out their specialties like Nutella and banana sandwiches or salmon on rye. We next ventured down to Noodle Around, which is your onboard ramen spot. During the day, they have things like miso udon and spicy tonkatsu ramen. They're only open from 2 to 4 for lunch, and then 10 p.m. to 11:30 at night. Next to Noodle Around is Let's Taco About It, where they serve, well, tacos. We never got to try this one, but I'm sure we will on the next trip. This popsicle stand is a great place to stop and get some wine-infused popsicles throughout the day. At this next station, you can fill your hamburger and french fry desires. This is also a great place that serves breakfast all day long, so if you can't get into the Wake or Razzle Dazzle for breakfast, you can always come up here. There are a few other stations throughout the food hall that carry things like pastries, donuts, flatbreads, sandwiches. There's even an onboard sushi station called Bento Box. What was clearly the most popular station in the galley is the dessert counter called the Sweet Side. Just look at those amazing concoctions. The red one there is called the Scarlet Lady. and it is to die for. As we continue our tour of the ship, we head down to Deck 7, where we discover the onboard gelato stand, appropriately named Lick Me Till Ice Cream. They have 3 different cones to choose from. Just look at all these amazing gelato flavors. Another quick view of Miami from the deck as the sun starts to go down. We then head into Richard's rooftop. This area is reserved for passengers staying in the suites. This area is located on the very front of the ship, and as you can see, it has some very unique seating that is only available in this part of the ship. Now back to the welcome aboard party, with yet another DJ mixing music as we get ready to leave port. The sun is now set, and we are off. We passed by one of the Disney cruise ships on our way out of port. Now that we're on our way, we headed to our dinner reservations at the Wake. This is one of the nicest restaurants on the ship. We had heard a lot of good things about the Wake and wanted to make sure we didn't miss out. We booked it for the very first night on board. If you like seafood, there are 2 additional seafood towers available at an additional cost. They have things like oysters, lobster, crab, shrimp. Of the appetizers available, we tried the clam chowder, wedge salad, and hamachi crudo. From the main menu, we ordered shrimp and grits, and we ordered the chanterelle mushrooms and cream spinach as sides. For our main course, we both tried the 7-ounce filet, medium rare of course. You never want to overcook a good cut of meat. From the dessert menu, we tried the baked Alaska and apple tatin. Overall, a great and elegant night. The best part was that we got a window seat and we had a great relaxing view of the water. After dinner, we head over to the Red Room on Deck 6 for what was entitled the Untitled Dance Show Party Thing. This is not your conventional cruise ship entertainment, and it's not meant to be. Beware, the stage does move around the room a few times, so don't be concerned if you're not up front in the very beginning. I would have to say, come to this party with an open mind and be prepared to have fun and dance.
And finally, the person who doesn't give a fuck. They're not gonna dance however they fucking please. Because this is their fucking vacation.
Gina works the diner all day. Working for her man, she brings home her pay. We gotta hold on to what we got. It doesn't make a difference if we make it or not. We got each other, and that's a lot. We'll
The show concludes with a giant piñata that will disperse little things like temporary tattoos and wristbands. After the show, it's on to the Manor. Appropriately named after Richard Branson's first recording studio, this is the onboard nightclub. This hallway is one of the most Instagrammable places on the ship. The Manor is a 2-story dance club, complete with some of the best laser and light shows, comparable to a New York or Las Vegas club. After a very long day, we headed back to the room and decided to order some snacks from room service. We ordered the meat and cheese board, what I think were some cake pops and strawberries, these red velvet macaroons, and of course,
Oh, I'm a gummy bear. Yes, I'm a gummy bear. Oh, I'm a yummy, tummy, funny, lucky gummy bear.
we started our first day at sea back at the wake for breakfast. After coffee and juice, we started with the poached shrimp, which was similar to shrimp cocktail. Off the main breakfast menu, Katie tried the steak and eggs, and I had the eggs Benedict, entitled The Wake. By mid-afternoon, we headed up to the hot tub, relaxing and trying some of their onboard seltzer, entitled Quirk. We spotted a pod of dolphins jumping in the waves behind us, when all of a sudden, the engines were reversed, and the captain made an all-hands announcement they were stopping to rescue some refugees on a boat. It appears that they were from Cuba, trying to make their way to the US. About 2 hours later, a Coast Guard cutter showed up from Key West. The refugees were turned over to the US Coast Guard, and we were on our way. After our eventful afternoon, we decided to go check out the pools in other areas of the main deck. This large circular pool is the heated well-being pool. It's very relaxing and similar to a very large hot tub. The 2 smaller raised tubs here in this picture are whirlpools. They are not hot tubs. Up on deck 16 is some of the outdoor exercise equipment, complete with a boxing ring, which was never used on our voyage. There is a walking or jogging track 1 deck up. There are also many large padded loungers up here to relax and get away from the pool if you want a more quiet and less crowded spot. This is the sports area of the ship. It's also called the adult playground. It's complete with giant seesaws, a basketball court, some very fun swings, and even an oversized foosball table. The two hot tubs are also back here towards the rear of the ship. This part is known as the Athletic Club. It is host to the soon-to-be iconic cargo net that I'm sure you've seen many pictures of in other videos. This is Deck 17, also known as the Crow's Nest. It is used for yoga classes, and also the place rumored to be the topless area, although no one was up here the entire time on our cruise. We will depart here with a few shots of the upper decks, followed by a drone fly-through tour of the ship. Be sure to tune into part 2 of this video to learn more about the sailing, the ship, our excursions, and the ports of call. Remember to like and subscribe to our channel. We shall see you on the next one. Bye for now.